Welcome to The Explainer. If you're an educator, I bet you're hearing about AI constantly. But what is it really? Is it a threat, or is it maybe the best teaching assistant you've ever had? Well, today we're breaking down Robert Martinez's guide to figure that out. Let's dive in.
So let's just start with a quick gut check. This is the question at the heart of the guide. How do you feel about AI right at this moment? Are you all in, loving it? Are you a little wary, maybe even hating it? Or are you somewhere in that big, confusing space in between? Where you stand right now, that's our starting point.
All right, first stop is the place that matters most, the classroom. And let's get one thing straight right off the bat. The idea here isn't to replace teachers. No way. It's all about giving teachers a powerful new assistant that can work right alongside them.
Now take a look at this. This is a lesson framework every educator knows by heart, right? Here's the game changer. For every single one of these stages, from the warm-up activity to the final feedback, you can ask an AI for ideas, for content, for exercises. And this isn't just about saving a bit of time. It's about sparking totally new ways to think about your lessons.
Okay, so that's what it looks like for a single lesson. But what happens when we level up from that? Now we're going to move from teaching students to training other teachers. And we'll see how you can use AI to plan an entire professional development workshop.
And this is just a brilliant practical way to do it, but you gotta notice the order here. The expert, that's you start with your ideas first. Then, and only then, you bring in the AI as like a brainstorming partner. You compare what it gives you select the good stuff, you toss out the bad. The human expert is always in the driver's seat.
And that's really the crucial point here. This is not a competition, it's a collaboration. You bring your years of expertise, your methods that you know work, and you blend that with the, sometimes wild and unexpected ideas from the AI. And what do you get? A plan that's way stronger and more creative than what either of you could have come up with alone.
In this partnership, it goes way beyond just the big picture ideas. What about the nitty-gritty stuff? Well, you can ask the AI to find specific online tools for really technical tasks, like phonemic transcription. It basically becomes your own personal research assistant. So, we've talked about your students, and we've talked about training other teachers. Now for the final stage of this journey, you. How can you turn this amazing tool inward to fuel your own professional development?
Just think for a second about what's next for you. You can literally direct an AI to speed up research on a new teaching method you're curious about, or brainstorm ideas for a personal project, like maybe starting a YouTube channel. You can even use it to practice the skill of writing better prompts. It's a tool to keep you at the cutting edge.
So, we've seen how AI can weave its way into your teaching, your training, and even your own personal growth. But what's the thread that ties it all together? Well, it all comes down to a certain mindset. A mindset that's captured perfectly in these final takeaways.
This right here is the core idea. It's time to move past that simple love it or hate it debate. The smartest approach is to see AI as a useful assistant that you, and only you, direct. You don't work for it, it works for you. It's a tool, one to be appreciated, and more importantly, to be controlled.
And just like any assistant, human or not, you are still the expert in the room. Your critical thinking is absolutely non-negotiable because AI can, and it will, make mistakes or give you really generic stuff. So the rule is simple. Check, double check, and then triple check the output. Your professional judgment is the secret ingredient that makes this tool truly powerful.
Getting great results from an AI, that's a skill. It really is. Learning how to write clear, effective prompts, basically how to ask the right questions, it's a steep learning curve for sure, but mastering it is absolutely essential if you want to unlock AI's true potential.
And finally, a really important reminder about ethics and, well, the law. We have to be so mindful of what we're feeding into these systems. Before you use other people's copyrighted materials, you need to understand the implications. The simplest rule is always the safest one. If you're in doubt, just don't do it.
And that brings us to our final question to leave you with. We know AI can be this incredible new assistant, but like any new hire, it needs to be trained. So as you start bringing this tool into your professional life, just remember, who's in charge of that training? It's you, guided by your expertise, your ethics, and your unique goals as an educator.